medical expert Bryce Wilde is here with all of the answers. Good afternoon, sir.
Nice to see you, Mike. Fiona?
Yes.
You're looking gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I love the glow.
Is this really the month of the bloat?
I have it. So here. Are you bloated, happy to see me, or are you just pregnant?
Is it really the month of the bloat?
You know what I call November and December?
What?
Bloat-vember and bloat-sember. Thanksgiving, and then right around the corner, it's Christmas, and you said it off camera, Mike. We're overeating. We just overindulge, we overconsume. That's one way to bloat.
But it's not what you would think it is. It's not just drinking sparkling wine and champagne and everything like that with all the bubbles or sodas or something. So you had an acronym to talk about, FODMAP?
So if we start over here, this looks like pretty good. We're all trying to trend towards eating healthier, and certainly know as we're preparing to eat maybe unhealthy, and we're actually planning that way with all the snacks and the indulgences and the holiday food coming up and having just been around the corner. These are healthy looking foods, right?
Yeah.
Right? So we're trying to eat more of this stuff. However, they all have something in common. And that is the acronym FODMAP. And it stands for this. Highly fermentable, that's the F. All right, the O is oligosaccharide, the D is disaccharide, right? Following, that's the FOD, F-O-D.
Oh, man.
Right? Monosaccharides and polyols. So Monash University out of Australia, you can Google this, look at the FODMAP diet. It's a new and upcoming diet. If you've tried, you're bloated, you're distended, you can't get rid of the bloat, and you've tried gluten-free, and you've tried carb-free, and you've gone off lactose, and you've talked to your doctor, maybe even have blood work to determine sensitivities, you've tried everything, I promise you, try the FODMAP diet. It has helped so many of my patients. So what you're doing is you're getting rid of things like apples, onions, garlic. We're told to eat more of these wonderful things.
Yeah.
Because in the gut, these long-chain polysaccharides or carbohydrate sugars are causing this bloat for us. So you remove these foods, and then over time, you start putting them one by one in, and if they cause the bloat, you know you have FODMAP sensitivity.
So some other things, though, and you talk about elderberry?
Well, before, fiber.
Okay.
So before we go there, just because this is a sort of a logical sequence here, we are told to eat more fiber.
Right.
And fiber ultimately will help to keep things going, and obviously we want, because that's bloating if you haven't gone for a few days, but this is insoluble roughage, and we need this. But we also want soluble fiber. And here's why. Soluble fiber feeds the good bacteria in our gut. We've heard of probiotics.
Right.
Okay.
That, when you have a good probiotic balance in your gut, guess what? That's where 80% of your immune system lives. When you feed them, so soluble fiber, the fiber that basically disappears into water, when you feed them what they want to eat.
So in other words, not all fiber is the same, obviously.
Bingo. Not all fiber is the same at all. This is from guar bean. Actually went to India to do a full documentary on this stuff, so I've done my full due diligence on this. It's known as sun fiber from the guar bean. This is soluble, tasteless, odorless. You can mix it into water or use it in baked goods for that matter, sprinkle it onto your salad. It's totally safe in pregnancy, by the way, if you want to try that.
Oh, okay.
So it tastes like nothing.
Wow.
And it's totally dissolvable. It's also very convenient. So there's products on the market like Regular Girl you were joking about earlier. This has got prebiotics and probiotics, but I promise you, this will also help maintain the bloat. But the Japanese say something like this, Hari hachi bu. That means eat until you're 80% full. What? How do you eat until you're 80% full? Especially in North America, we just want to eat until we're full.
Big plate,
so
I want more.
Get fiber in your stomach, roughage, insoluble, have this before, because you know they're serving this at your local bar. And some insoluble fiber and some soluble fiber, like Regular Girl, down the hatch. Now guess what? You're 20% full. Then when you get there, then you only have room for 80% more.
So use that as your appetizer before you get to the party.
Bingo, absolutely. And you'll stay healthier that way as well. Now, when you're at the party, you're shaking hands and you're sharing stuff, right? So we want to pay attention to our immune systems. And I talked about that being the gut. When you're dysbiotic or imbalanced and bloated, 80% of your immune system is compromised. Go to elderberry. Elderberry, this is another big word, but it's important to note, it's a bioflavonoid called anthocyanidins. Boosts your immune system, but only when it's the full elderberry. You can't, unfortunately, go to the market and buy raw elderberries. I use them in my shake frozen. But this stuff here, sambucol, this works. This stuff is not just for when you get colds and flu. It's all throughout the season to not only help your overall immune system, but also to prevent and treat colds and flu.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Okay.
Don't use straws or chew gum, by the way, folks. That will just cause you to swallow gas. Another really important thing that's causing the bloat disease.
Stay away from that. Stay away from that. All right. For more on Dr. Bryce Wilde, just head on over to our website. You know what to do. Click on the As Seen on SA Live tab.